I know the result, but I don't know that.
Who watched the KSI Logan Paul?
I started watching it.
No, I was watching Glass.
Good film.
Disappointed with the ending.
So I'm the only person that watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
How far in did you get?
Until they were shouting, what's his name? Like, mate,
I got like 20 minutes in, but then again, it didn't really. Again, nothing much happened really.
I didn't watch it. I was just on
the actual press conference. Didn't start until about 15 minutes in.
Yeah, no.
So you only probably caught about 5 or 6 minutes. The actual.
Well, I didn't watch the press conference, but the memes on Twitter are fucking amazing because they were comparing, obviously, the LA Staple ones to the UK one. And they were, you had like Logan Paul shouting, KSI's got no dick, and it was like barely any reaction. And then you had it cuts to like the whole crowd in England shouting, fuck the Pauls.
Mate, the contract, like, did you see the UK press conference last year?
That's insane, mate.
Yeah, they got chased out and
mate, like,
nothing was riot.
Oh yeah, they were fighting the car.
Where did they host that?
Didn't someone try and spark their dad?
Yeah.
Mate.
He actually got hit around the back of the head.
I fucking love England.
He got battered.
I'm not sure about that. Like that does. I like the fact that it was rammed. Like people were like packed, squished up against the walls, and that everyone was shouting at him, and that the abuse was strong. I love that. What I didn't agree with was hitting his dad over the back of the head while he's running away down the street.
Yeah.
His dad's a cuck.
I hated it at the same time. I loved it, right? Because I hated it because it paints
a bad image.
It paints London.
Yeah, we get bad enough anyway.
Terribly.
Didn't they do it in Hackney or something?
Oh no, it was like Edmonton, wasn't it?
Somewhere in East London, like somewhere that they shouldn't be doing that.
KSI knew what he was doing.
Yeah, man, he knew. Yeah, I think they're
he was like, playing them.
Let's bring him to the ends.
Let's bring him to lower Edmonton. He's like, oh yeah, we'll go there.
Americans don't understand what it's like living in London. They don't have a clue, mate. They think that fucking chip Cheerio, crumpets and tea, mate, and then they get there and it's a bunch of kids with their hoods up and fucking knives and shit.
Crowbars.
Just abusing each other. Like, I mean, the knife crime is ludicrous. So they get there and it's like they're expecting like you said, chip Cheerio and all that shit. And
the butler.
Oh, you Jake Paul's are scallywags.
Yeah,
what made it worse?
And they get there and also they've come from LA and all of a sudden they look around and there's a lot of coloured faces they're not used to seeing.
Very aggressively going.
They're like, This is getting out of hand, and they walk out and their cars are getting smashed.
That's the thing though. They sort of brought out like Bentleys and like Rolls Royces and shit, and that's just like.
Well, no, when they Rolls Royces like fucking gold chrome plated shit.
Well, they wasn't like one point Logan Paul was just sitting there and he was just like really like straight faced, like I've made a mistake.
Yeah, man. They've got a UK press conference coming up, so they're doing one in the UK.
They're coming over here. Mate.
They always do quite a few. Like,
we should go to it.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to, man. if I get squished in like that, bear in mind, like the average age of that audience was probably like 17 last time.
Maybe 12.
You had to be 15 or 16 to get in. So yeah, anyway, go back to the press conference, which you watched half. I watched all. You guys.
Fuck no, that was way back.
Right. So, did we all watch the last one?
No. Yes, I watched it while I work.
Yeah, they were a bit of a shambles.
The LA one was always worse. Like, even last time, the LA one was cringier, it was worse.
What's that Briggs guy's name? Shannon Briggs.
Fucking
he's so
right,
annoying.
so, I didn't know this, so Shannon Briggs has always been around that scene. He hosted the LA press conference last year.
Yeah.
But I thought he was kind of like their true Geordie. That's what I was under the impression.
Very neutral, but...
Yeah, but it turns out now that he's actually Logan Paul's head trainer. He's Shannon Briggs.
Decent.
Was he a former boxer, Shannon Briggs?
World heavyweight
Two-time
champion.
heavyweight champion.
I thought he was.
Most first round knockouts in the history of professional boxing.
Yeah.
I think he's got about 35 or something. Stupid.
What, more than Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson normally gets to the second, doesn't he? Normally with him. When he in his prime, he was.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, you've got to also look at the calibre of fighters they fought over the course of their career.
Yeah,
Shannon Briggs was a very good fighter, but he was not an elite fighter.
He fought a lot of bums, which is where he got.
I will honestly spend an hour watching Mike Tyson's old fights.
He was a heavy hitter. Like, the bloke was a fucking unit. But yeah,
He's bang.
His involvement in it was brilliant because when you look at compared to the last one, it was better, more professional because it was hosted by DAZN, the press conference.
Yeah.
So they had an actual presenter and they had a boxer that I don't know.
Eddie Hearn there as well, didn't he?
Yeah, Eddie Hearn's
probably, yeah.
doing
He's the promoter.
He's actually the promoter now. Fuck off.
Mate, how much have you missed?
I don't pay attention to any of this shit.
They're both pros. They're both professional fighters. Matchroom, which is Eddie Hearn's company, are promoting the fight.
So AJ's promoters are promoting KSI.
Yeah. Eddie Hearn is the representative for the fight.
That's been the best thing I've heard in all day.
It's all pro fights in the undercard.
Yeah, because it was Jay Saunders, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, Billy Joe. Yeah.
Billy Joe Saunders. Yeah, he's fighting on it as well, isn't he?
This has not been confirmed yet, but yeah.
Highly likely.
So yeah, anyway, it's more professional. It's hosted by DAZN, so they have an actual presenter and they're cutting the different camera shots. Blah blah blah.
Are they going to have like that?
So,
I know you're saying.
Don't get me wrong. The presenters weren't exactly great, but they were presenters. And
One.
they cut to the press conference, and Eddie Hearn comes out and he does his bit, and then the
More memes to go around.
Backlash makes me horny.
Mate, there's on Twitter, there's no one out of context Eddie Hearn. It's the best thing I've
exactly
seen.
what we were talking about
I
downstairs.
fucking love it.
And then the MD of DAZN comes out and he says he's bored a bit. Then Eddie Hearn goes to the teams, and the first people he introduces are the head trainers and head coaches for each side. So he does Logan first because it's in LA, so he does all his stuff first. So he says, introducing like Logan Paul's head coach, blah 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 blah, former heavyweight champion Shannon Briggs, and Shannon Briggs comes out and makes a terrible speech because all he does is
Let's go, champ!
we're ready, blah blah blah, let's go champ, let's go champ.
Hulk Hogan!
Yeah, he says let's go champ 6 times and then goes and sits back down.
Only 6? That's a wild day for him.
Just while he's standing up doing his speech, he says it about 700 times after that.
He's just sitting there, he's like, I've got to get this word in 100 times today to get my allowance.
Anyway,
What you don't hear is he's slowly muttering it to himself. But
He's just sitting there going, let's go, champ! Let's go, champ! He says to Jake Paul, let's go, champ!
Time, he's like, let's go champ.
He just scratches up like, I gotta say it. I gotta say it.
Mate, outside, he's like this great personality. He goes home, he's got nothing in his house. He sits in the corner room just going, let's go champ.
Goes home to his wife. Like,
His wife comes in like, do you want some dinner? Let's go, champ! Let's go, champ!
Screams at her when she comes. Anyway,
That's the only way he communicates. Like, say it twice if you want dinner, say it once if you don't. Let's go, champ! Let's go, champ! Let's go, champ! She's like, for fuck's sake.
it's so unclear.
Do you want dinner? Let's go, champ! It gets really like a big vein in his neck. I gotta say it.
So anyway, he does his bit. Then Eddie Hearn announces KSI's trainer, which is Vidal Riley. So he's like announced KSI's head trainer and up and coming pro, Vidal Riley, and Vidal Riley walks up and
Let's go, champ!
6 feet behind Vidal Riley at the stand where he's like making his speech is Shannon Briggs. Shannon Briggs goes, this is the best part of the whole press.
Hold up aside, so let's go, champ!
Like Vidal buoys him, like he finesses him back to like wherever he came from. It's so savage, and he goes, Shannon Briggs goes, never heard of him. You can hear him in the background saying, never heard of him. And Vidal Riley just turns around and goes, no one's heard anything from you in the last 5 years either, mate. And just turns back around and carries on. Everyone just goes, oh!
In his head, he's like, how do I respond? Let's go, champ!
He had no idea what to say to the bloke. But he literally, Shannon Briggs is trying to fight like members of KSI, like his strength and conditioning coach, who's like a Muay Thai fighter as well. Like,
is it that Faye Sensei guy, whatever his name is?
no, it's one of it's
yeah.
it's Leon.
Oh yeah,
His
okay,
name
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's wham, and he's like does Muay Thai. And he's like Shannon Briggs is like 50s. He's in his 50s now, isn't he?
He's in his late 50s. He's getting on.
I think so. Yeah, I think
he's
it's
cracking on a
maybe.
bit. Like, he was
56,
trying to fight
57.
David Hay when he was in about 50ish, wasn't he? So I mean that was a good 5 years ago. So as last year, it's more professional. You got presenters, and they have a boxer commentating all as well.
Well, they're professional now, so they've got to make it more.
They did. They kind of.
Well, last one was professional in its sense, but it could have been better.
I mean,
It was like-
when Shannon Briggs is your host for a press.
It was professionally,
conference.
like the money was put into it, but it was still a bit. It was you could tell
Are
it's two
you-
YouTubers just being like your mum, your mum, your mum.
Your
Right,
mum's
so
gay.
this is where this comes in.
There we go.
So they've got presenters. They had another boxer also presenting. He was terrible. Can't remember what his name was.
Gibbo.
And they had like Eddie Hearn, etc., etc., etc.
etc. Vice
And
versa.
then they did the whole thing, this weird middle ground where I was expecting this time for it to be more professional because Eddie Hearn's turned around to him like, look, boys, you're both pros now. We're trying to advertise this fight. There's going to be pro fighters on it. You cannot stand on stage and cuss at each other's mums again. We can't be.
Logan Paul's like, are you sure about that?
I was like, they're going to go at each other, but
Yeah.
a way that you kind of see UFC fighters go at each other where like they have a go and whatever, but generally it's more acceptable. Oh no, it's just it wasn't as bad as the last LA press conference.
Was
but
Deji there?
no.
Oh, thank God, he's
I
such
said
a
her
retard.
through that
There, though.
paper.
Classic.
So it starts
Your
and
mum's a hoe.
they introduce both fighters. They walk
Lob
out
something.
and they say hello to the crowd or whatever. Nothing too.
Hello, my name's
And
Logan.
then they come into the
Logan
middle
for
and
life.
they come into the middle and face off against each other. And Jake Paul walks up
Give us a
behind
go.
Logan,
Give us a go.
takes a big toke of his cigar and just puffs it into KSI's face in the middle of the press conference. I was like, and that's how this is going down now.
Someone pulls out a bat and just fucking chins him.
Yeah, so like they do the whole thing with the Shannon Briggs comes up, he's a retard, and then Vidal Riley comes up, and then he fucking finesses that Shannon Briggs back to 1960s, and then,
He's like, oh.
and then they give the microphone to Logan, and then it just starts, and I'm just like Logan Paul's 24, right?
Yeah.
He's a year older than me.
Yeah, and KSI is the same age as me, I think.
He's
26.
26.
27.
Yeah, 26.
Just recent 26. I think.
No,
It's almost been.
he's not recently come up. He's come up 27. I think he's about 8 or 9 months younger than me, I think.
Oh, who cares? Go on.
Yeah, whatever. He's similar-ish age. Anyway, these are both fully grown men, and we're not talking like 19, 20 fully grown. I'm talking like they're very much adults.
They're on their verge of being like fucking in their late
big
30s.
boys.
Big boys, yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, man, the stuff they're coming out with is just so embarrassing, man. I was like, look, I get that you're
Trying to ramp up the audience, trying to get the revenue.
You're entertainers, but you are both pro fighters now. And although I expect a level of pettiness and rivalry and childishness, the way they conduct themselves, even by their own standards,
It's quite unprofessional.
It's cringe, mate. It's not even unprofessional. It's cringe.
But that's the thing though with Logan
Their fans
Paul.
will love that.
Yeah, fans will love it. Fans will eat that shit up because people react to
Their
it.
fans will love that.
Yeah, fuck your mum, Lamau.
The turnout.
About
Was
the green alien rolling past.
150, 200 people, maybe at a push.
What I find,
Mate,
and
and then they had Riley Reid there. That's all you need.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was there.
She's about all these, so she.
fuck off.
Mate.
She was there.
No, mate,
Mate,
she
she
loves
went,
it
she
all
went on
now.
one of his podcasts and deep throated one of these.
Mate, she hangs.
You see
around,
it?
Yeah.
One of them was like, I'm gonna keep that.
She hangs around with Raka Raka all the time. Yeah.
She's a porn star, isn't she?
Yeah,
Again,
she's also-
it's like that video
Good
I
porn
seen the other day, that fucking skinny dude with her as well.
Is that her?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that was her doing that.
Thing is, though, I think
couldn't
she's-
watch that. That was cringe.
She full on
That-
embraces the
That
stuff
was
like
disgusting.
Mate,
Fully,
she did a quote one
she's a
time
bit
saying
of a
her
mean now.
assholes earn more money than your parents, and you're looking at it going, that's very much a correct statement.
It is. It makes you so unappealing.
Have you seen? Oh, mate, this one is the worst one. Is he? He's one of them shit little cunt rappers. He's like
Phrasing.
X9 or
Dex.
something. Dex.
6ix9ine.
I think it might be 6ix9ine, but
He's
she
in
was
prison
oh, fucking mate, yeah. But he made some music, then dropped off the map because he fucking had
He
a
went-
12-year-old naked on his legs.
Because he went to prison.
He's in prison at the moment.
Yeah.
You stupid.
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 But no, like
sorry. You go back to. I saw an interview with 50 Cent recently,
oh god.
and he's making shitloads of money. Apparently, he's got
He
like,
did declare for bankruptcy at one point.
yeah, but
I
he
was like
wasn't
2
back,
years ago.
like,
No, he was lying. Yeah, obviously he was lying.
no, he had to because he got sued for like a ridiculous amount of money. He had to.
I'm bankrupt. You can't take it.
But
He
he's-
makes like billions.
He's minted, mate. He's worked minted. And he's got a bunch of TV. Like he's the. I don't know if he's the director, but he No Power. the series.
Yeah.
That's his series.
He's in it.
He stars in it. Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's his
he's
thing.
Apparently,
Fucking
he's
hell,
got like 9 different like TV projects all going on at once. He makes bank, mate. Anyway, he's on this radio show, and he's talking because apparently when 6ix9ine was about and making music and not in prison, he's like they were quite close. And he was like, oh yeah, like because they're both from like New York or whatever.
Okay.
He associated with them quite strongly. He's like, oh yeah, he's like my.
He had 6ix9ine tattoo on his fucking head.
He's like my son's
Prodigy.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm gonna raise them from the ground.
And then he went to prison, 6ix9ine, and it's like they said to him, "Do you still speak to 6ix9ine? Do you have any contact? Like, because you used to call him your son." He's like, nah. Since he went to prison, he's his mum's son now. He just, bro, fully disowned a guy live on the radio. He's like,
Weird.
no, I don't fuck with that anymore. Like, he's not my son. This guy is gone.
Fuck that
Just
shit. I'm
buoyed
out.
him live on it. Anyway, yeah, sorry, carry on.
But no, but I was like, yeah, this 6ix9ine. There was a thing where obviously she was bouncing between people to kind of get her name more up there because obviously she wants.
she's done well to kind of use the YouTube community to.
Because she was on like a
numbers.
David Dobrik's fucking vlog or one of his
Yeah,
videos.
David Dobrik's sick, man.
I fucking love him. He's a
vlogs
nut.
are banter.
He's a. Did you see? Before Dave picked me up, I was watching a video on Facebook, and literally was him like getting something delivered to his house, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna print this delivery driver. Watch this." The guy literally walks into his house with like just some drinks, and there's like a fucking 2 convicts running past him. Police after him. Then a fucking like a police car just pulls into his house. Like he had it stationed in his fucking house, and I'm like, "What the fuck's this about?"
This guy, you've got to watch this guy's vlog. All his vlogs are 4 minutes 20, so they're all 4:20, all of them, right?
Didn't he? He did one with like Josh Peck where he went back to the original house. Like he took him back to the house from like I think
Drake
it's
and Josh.
Drake and Josh. Yeah.
Drake and Josh, yeah, mate, he's friends with best celebrities. He's like Josh Peck. He had Charlie Puth. He's on there quite a lot. He's had Kylie Jenner on there quite a few times. Like, bare famous people coming in and out like of his vlogs, and He must have the funniest life ever.
He must, yeah.
All of his friends are all in his vlogs, and they're just constantly pissing about and laughing. It's fucking hilarious.
Well, did you see the one? I don't know if you know who she is because I don't know her name, but I've seen her in bits. But
I've not been
it's
watching
the
long enough
fat
to know.
blonde one.
The really fat Armenian family.
No, not them. Ignore them. It's
blonde one.
Yeah, it's part of their little weird thing. Do you know the old guy, like the guy who
Jason.
from Vine? Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious.
He dated, I think he dated her, the whale.
Remember we was talking about the chick that puts her face into pizza?
Yeah, this is what I'm on about. She fucking, mate, she's gone insane.
She's in it, and she's dating one of the older guy in it.
But no.
We were talking about this. Like, it was about 5 weeks ago.
When we were talking about, like, the one where the woman who put her face in a pizza was just like fucking rubbing her face into a pizza.
Her just going... That's like her whole video.
But the thing is, though...
Pizza motorboat.
Yeah, I've looked into it, right?
Oh, well.
She put like 100 layers of cum on her face.
What?
There's an actual video of her, like... Do you remember when it was like the 100...
Bukkake time!
Years ago, it was
Yeah.
like the 100 layers of something on your face challenge. She had like fake, like, cum you could pump out of a thing, and she put 100 layers of it on her face on video.
But mate, no.
At the end of it, she's just drenched in this gloopy,
But she-
see-through grossness.
Looks like a plasterer's radio.
Worse, mate.
But no, so I there was a whole, like, obviously I go on Twitter regularly, like, I'm religious with that app, and there's a lot of it blows up. Like, if you follow certain people, you can see a lot of, like, obviously the content. But there was a lot of it blowing up because she did like this weird accusation against David Dobrik and that guy she was dating. Like, she pretty much like tried selling them out and trying to pushing them down the river and kind of getting herself that clout. It backfired so bad because that's where it's kind of got to the point where she's now rubbing her face in pizza.
Yeah, but she's still going out with that Jason guy.
It's still going
As
out.
far as I'm aware, yeah.
She's a fucking mess of a woman. Like, honestly, you look at that and think.
But yeah, man, you just got to watch the fucking. They're really fucking hilarious.
But no, back to what I was saying. So obviously, Riley Reid?
Riley Reid.
Yeah.
Press conference, right?
So yeah, Riley Reid, she was there, which I don't understand. But there was, well, as I was saying, when there was this weird
She's
little.
got association with Raka Raka, and they're associated with KSI and Logan Paul.
Oh, so there, yeah, because Raka Raka was on the undercard in the previous fight, wasn't he?
One of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I forget
But
both their names.
I think he lost, didn't he?
No, he
No,
scared.
Scarce, that was it. Scarce lost so much weight.
Yeah, so this guy, I can't remember which one of the Raka Raka it was, but
Main one.
they're tiny, man. They're like 5'6". They're little guys. And Scarce is 6'2".
But Scarce had lost a lot of
Scarce
weight.
was some big fat. Does he still make videos?
Hey guys, get there.
Yeah, Scarce here. Was he? He sounds like the guy from South Park. Hey guys, Scarce here.
It's like, I think that's a meme.
He still
Like
makes videos, but
he still does videos, but he's not as active.
He's
but
really sunk off. Like,
yeah, he did like a reveal video of like who he was, and he's just like behind a tree, and he just was like, "Hey guys, get there," and everyone just memed it. But no, going back to Riley Reid, there was a time when she'd only just before she did this whole like jumping from YouTuber thing, kind of making herself like known.
she done porn, Harry. Yes, we know.
Well, obviously that her arsehole was everywhere. Go on her Twitter, mate, you see it. But no, there's I think it's X9 did a tweet, and it was literally her smoking a blunt in between his toes.
Oh yeah, I see
Yes.
that.
And I think
So
she
I heard
sucked his
about
toe,
that.
and I was looking at it thinking, that's
Sucked
just
his toe,
grim.
yeah.
Like, I don't get me wrong, she has porn. She's probably had the blunt end of the stick on everything. That's her choice. But
She did, I've seen it.
Literally.
for research purposes, Google her name.
Yeah, for the podcast. Researching her.
Just give me 2 minutes, guys. No, but and I looked at it, and
she's present at the...
she's done weird things, but now she's just like fucking everywhere. Like David Dobrik
Yeah, she's all over YouTube now.
She did, but she went on like Logan Paul's podcast, like sucking off one of these little mic protector things. Like she fit far in her mouth.
Speaking of again, back. I want to try and get on the press conference in one section. I have to cut through everything and edit it. So anyway, yeah, the press conference happens. They cringe out for just terrible insults back to the mums, and brothers, and families, and dogs and shit.
I mean, Deji's an easy target.
Whole family.
He's fucking
left.
hairline.
Yeah.
I know, but he's an easy target
He's not even fighting. Like, none of the YouTubers.
because he's a
fight.
fucking blob now. Takes so much kit.
But
They're taking the Rutter Shaw approach.
yeah, anyway, it happens. They have their face off, and it's super cringe.
Martial Lamont.
Turns out, KSI is 6 foot. By the way, this conversation of late, they showed their stats, right?
Well, he's
So
6 and he's 6'2", isn't he? I think.
Yeah, and when they face up, it looks about right. It looks about 2 inches different. The surprising thing was your reach is roughly your wingspan or your reach in boxing is usually the same height as you are in inches. That's usually how it works out. Yeah, they taste a bit minty, didn't they? It's weird. You want it to be nice, but it's not.
Okay, when you get the concentrate.
Sounded like Riley Reid then, didn't that?
Wrong hole!
But KSI's reach is only so if he's 6 foot, his reach should be I think 72 inches.
Yeah, he's About average, it was 71, I think. It put it down.
70.
Is that 70?
So his reach is 2 inches short. Because my reach is just about 72 and a bit.
I don't know mine.
Which is long, which means my arms are slightly longer than my body. My wingspan is slightly longer than my body. And yeah, he's 70, and I think Logan Paul's 75.
5, I think. Yeah.
Fuck it.
6'2".
I just knew it was gonna happen. I just knew it was happening.
You just yeeted that Red Bull across the room.
As soon as I saw you put it there, I was like, yeah, that's happening.
You balanced on your knee and then went, and just whack.
No, because I felt it slipping, so I went to grab it.
Harry.
This bitch full. Yeet.
Oh, the
Is this bitch empty?
Do you want to go get
room
clearly it's
stinks now.
At least it's sugar free, mate.
Oh.
I know, it's not going to be sticky, but
You know what I'm saying?
before I spilled my Red Bull and nearly killed it.
Oh yeah, so anyway, so we're going for the press conference, blah 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 blah. They both said a bit. They've just screw up. Yeah. So anyway, Logan Paul's reach is 75 inches. KSI's 70. Logan Paul's got the height advantage. He's also got, I think, the more consistent training schedule advantage. And when you just saw them, KSI was quite trim but muscular. He doesn't look that. He looks heavier, but he doesn't look.
I think it's not all muscle like last time though. Last time he was quite more muscly.
What is it? It's like
But he's
187 versus 189, I think.
No, he's coming in at because I saw a brief clip of Eddie Hearn asking him how much he's weighing in at now, and he said he's about at the moment he's about 92 kilos.
Can we use this in pounds? I don't know this shit.
He's going to come in to fight pretty much spot on 90. That's the plan.
See, I feel like I saw it in pounds on the screen. It was like 187 beat 189, whatever it was. Again, I don't know.
But he plans to come in at the fight back pretty much spot on 90. I think
have they got a weight plan for this, or is it
they
just?
have to. They're pro fighters.
Oh yeah, it's pro fighter, isn't it? Shit.
It's cruiserweight. So
it's not 90 kilos.
Cruiserweight. What's 90 kilos?
is it
10
cruiser
stone.
or light heavy? It's a cruiser, isn't it?
They're cruiserweights.
Cruiser, yeah. So,
It's about what is it?
£200.
10 stone.
14.4, I think.
14.4.
14 stone 4.
14 or 14.4?
What
I
blobs?
thought it was lighter than that.
No.
To be honest, I think it's the way you look at it.
Cruiserweights.
Crazy.
Cruiserweights. 14 stone now, you're lightweight.
When you think about it, I am a naturally skinny person, right? But I've got muscle, and those guys are 3 stone heavier than me.
Probably.
If you put your mind to it, Sam, you could reach that.
Like, mate, I couldn't. My body. At the end of the day, my body is not designed to carry that much weight around. It just isn't.
Well, I've seen them legs.
Mate, you look at boxers. Though. Boxers all look at Tyson Fury, mate. His legs are like twigs, mate, compared to his upper body.
That's because he's got.
Same with AJ. AJ's got muscular legs, but compared to his top half, the ratio is well off, mate. Boxers a lot of time have got skinny legs, so they can.
That can't be a boxer.
Keep all their strength in their punches and move around their legs quickly. A lot of power does come from your hip rotation and your quads out, but they don't need big cars because it just slows them down. But no, I it's mad to think that these guys who are you probably if I was to stand next to KSI and you looked at both of us and you saw me and you saw him, you'd be like, yeah, Sam could probably beat him in an arm wrestle. Like, look at the muscular difference. But then you think, no, I definitely couldn't. He's 3 stone heavier than me. Like,
He's got the weight advantage.
Yeah, but all the muscle that's hidden underneath the flab.
Underneath the titties.
There's probably wham underneath all that. That's what I'm saying. Like, looking muscular is entirely dependent on how much you weigh.
Well, that's the thing, though. Is it kind of an approach towards he's seen that what was it Ruiz against Joshua? Obviously, he was quite a bigger bloke.
Ruiz and Joshua weighed about the same in that fight.
But that's what I'm.
Ruiz was heavy. I think Ruiz was like 19 stone.
Was he not? I thought it was like 18.
19.
High 18.
Wait, hold up, Joshua weigh.
Joshua normally weighs in.
Joshua fluctuates quite a bit.
Yeah, he goes from, depending on who he's fighting, about like sort of 17.9, 17.10, right up to I think Takam. He was like maybe
18-1.
about was it 18.1?
About that, yeah. I think
So you kind of fluctuate in between that small margin.
He was heavy for the Takam fight because he was.
I thought it was way more for Takam.
Yeah, but muscle weighs more than.
He was in the 18. He was definitely in the 18.
Yeah.
So
muscle weighs more than fat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does, mate, but it's much easier to get fat than it is to get wedge.
I know that firsthand.
it really is, man. It just is. And at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't want to fight someone of like KSI's weight, even if he was 5'9", so like I had a fairly sizable height advantage on him, and he was out of shape and had bad cardio. I still wouldn't want to fight someone that heavy.
Well, this is what I was saying.
I'm athletically built. I'm not big, so like if he punches me hard, it's gonna fucking hurt me a lot.
But this is what I was trying. This was the point I was getting to. It's like the way that they've gone about it is completely different. Because I'm guessing Logan Paul's probably just gone for obviously building up mass, making his muscles bigger. Where KSI's probably gone for more of a reinforcement. So he's muscly, but he's a bit more flabby. So he can. That's what I'm thinking. Though.
He hasn't. Well, no, I don't think it's about taking a punch because I think he can take a hit. The guy. I think it's more about him throwing his weight around more. I think he felt the need to not go as light this time because he knows he's like, well, his cardio was better last time. I over the 6 rounds, we fucking saw it. He was the physically fitter person, right? He wasn't more muscular, but his cardio was better.
He was physically fitter.
Yeah. So Logan Paul's probably taking the approaches of one of two things. He's like, either I need to be bigger and knock him down quick, or I have to be lighter and keep going longer. Because KSI was like, well, I'm already fitter than him, and I know I can go for longer, so I can just be heavier and come in and just throw my weight around more, because he's got a lower centre of gravity as well, so he can be the inside fighter.
Well, I think yeah,
because I think the approach is for him. He's like, I'm just going to come in heavier so I can throw my weight around.
So you can obviously take more blows, but obviously you can hit harder.
Bear in mind that they've got a limited weight.
Yeah, there'll be a
anyway.
thing. But if you tone yourself up a bit more, I think if he's gone for the Ruiz approach, where he's gone for I've got a bit of padding in his stomach to take on the blows, then I think he should hypothetically could win. Well, not could. I think he'll go the distance.
I think it might go.
But this is the thing, though. Did Logan Paul, had he gone for the approach of being like, okay, last fight I gassed, he steamed out, didn't he?
Mate, now they ain't got head guards in it. I don't reckon it probably might not go distance.
I don't think it's only 6 rounds though.
But
all it takes is potentially like they're going to be like it's going to probably get to a point where they're just going to start chucking haymakers around.
I don't. Yeah. If it ends up like the last fight, I reckon I can see people going down. I don't know if there's going to be.
I reckon KSI's the harder puncher. I think Logan Paul's got a glass chin. I think one as Andy said, one haymaker, he'd be gone.
Well, he's got some sort of brain damage, isn't he?
He's got brain tears.
Yeah, he's got tears because he's been such a loon over like the recent years doing.
Yeah, but the thing is though, I don't know if I can believe this.
He's passed the medical for boxing, so.
But that's the thing though. I don't believe that's act. I think it might be clickbait because there was a thing where he said he was colourblind and he bought these glasses to obviously change it.
They're called chroma. Or something like that. Yeah,
but it was bullshit because he's done like a couple of months later. He did a video where he's sitting in his room with a fucking light that changed colours and he's pointing out every single colour that's coming on.
Yeah, but
you might know that.
Yeah, but colourblind people aren't colourblind, mate.
They can only see certain colours, can't they? Some colours are a bit blank.
No, sometimes they can see 80% of the spectrum absolutely fine, but then it's like they can't tell the difference between green and yellow and stuff like that. Like,
no, but he was vividly.
If he's pressing the button, he might have just been told that button is blue.
He was. I think it was a swirl thing or something. I don't know, but he was vividly pointing out the colours.
He's got the colours on here, and then he's. So yeah, but if he's colourblind and he's say like I said, he can't tell the difference between green and yellow, for example, and then. Like 5 options come up. But all he's doing is matching the colour to what you see on the screen. It doesn't matter if he sees it correctly or not. He sees that colour and that colour the same still.
But no, because it depends on the remote. Because I've got one at Poppy's where she's got a thing where it changes the lights on the one of the bulbs.
But he will still be able to. So someone would have told him like this colour's green. So he'll be like, I see that. I don't see that as green, but I know now.
Do you really think he'd take that approach? It is like a Paul. I don't think he would have.
If he's lived with colourblindness his whole life, then yes.
Yeah, I mean,
well, he's got a fucking colourful bird and he's pointing out the colours on it. I think it's Maverick and it's dead now.
Again, I don't know how. He might be very, very fractionally colourblind. Like you have those colourblind tests where they have all the dots and they have a number in it. Like.
I guess so. Yeah, it was
it's just a slightly different shade in some. Because your brother's colourblind, isn't
he? Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
What colour can he see? Is there a certain one or is it just like blend?
Don't know specifically. Sometimes we'll like
get him on the podcast.
Like,
interrogate him.
Yeah, we'll just randomly ask you like, what colour's that? And you like, you just forget, and you're just like, what do you mean? What colour is that?
I was at my sister's. Again, we keep going off track. Back to the fucking. So anyway, yeah, Logan Paul. Personally, I think Logan Paul's going to win the fight. I don't want him to, and I will 100% be back in KSI. And I think almost everyone. The Zone did a Twitter poll, and 74% of the votes went to don't do that again. 74% of the votes went to KSI.
I think KSI will win. I think he will.
Do Americans even like the Pauls?
Well, this is funny because at the LA press conference, the crowd was split 50-50. Like there were a lot of people chanting KSI and a lot of people chanting for Logan. Like, it looked like a 50-50 split. Maybe fractionally in favour of Logan, but it was close.
But KSI went out to
the UK press conference. It's like 95-5.
Yeah, but the thing is though, KSI went out to LA, didn't he? He went out for a brief stint where he kind of did the whole fuck the Sidemen.
But they Logan Paul is hated even
because he's a nonce. He's a weirdo.
Him and Jake Paul, all their videos have got, although they're way more liked than they are disliked, they have a sizable amount of dislikes. Whereas when KSI uploads, it's like a sliver. You know what I mean? It's barely anything. They still get loads of dislikes in their videos because of what they've done in the past and because of who they are.
Because of like previous fans.
Yeah, only their dedicated fans like them. There's no such thing as a neutral. I think you like them or you don't. Whereas KSI will get the backing from neutrals and from his own fans.
But the thing is, with the Sidemen fans as well, because a lot of people, obviously, their group's massive, but a lot of people would rather watch some. It's a torn with his fans because some people like him on his own compared to the Sidemen, but a lot of people put him in the Sidemen.
He is, without a doubt, a bigger YouTuber than Logan Paul.
Oh yeah, mate. He's
exploded the last couple.
He's
of years.
the UK's like kind of influencer. Without him, the UK scene wouldn't be as good as it is.
He's not our most subscribed to YouTuber, but he's our biggest YouTuber.
Yeah, he's probably by the ones obviously the England standard. He's probably the biggest English.
Yeah, all of his videos go viral. Every Sideman video, he goes number one viral basically every single time now.
But he doesn't upload as much though because he doesn't need to.
That's what I'm saying. All the Sideman videos that he's in, they all reach number one trending in the UK.
But that's the thing though. He I remember there was a while ago he did like a transition where he was like, I'm not making content I don't want to make anymore. That's why he stopped playing FIFA because he didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And that's why Yendian does videos with the Sidemen because he's obviously his friends and he enjoys doing them. Like you seen their like hide and seek videos. Yeah. It's fucking banter, mate. There's like one they did in I think it was Southampton Stadium. He sat in the far corner of the stadium playing fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And he did it as well. They went to like a mansion. He was like, I'm gonna hide here. He's like playing Dragon Ball Z. He's like, oh yes. So he turns to the camera. I won.
So anyway, getting back to it. So Logan Paul he might as well have just been telling Eddie Hearn that he's done a shit job. Because he's like, the press conference is going on and he's like, this was weak, this is bad, blah, blah. He's saying it for a microphone.
This is Logan.
He's saying this is shit, this is terrible.
Like the setup of...
Yeah, he's cussing out like KSI for saying you didn't bring anything good like for us to argue about. He's like, he's like, this is terrible, I can't move my microphone. He pulls the microphone off the little like stand or whatever you call it. And he's just giving Eddie Hearn six. I'm sitting there, I'm like, Eddie Hearn must be living with this bloke right now. Like, he's done all this shit anyway. I saw a picture... Straight after the event, Eddie Hearn is now on Logan Paul's podcast.
Of course he was. It's probably like he's bound to go on, isn't he?
Probably have to.
Don't get me wrong. There's a.
It's the promoting side.
It's mostly for promotion purposes. But like, if I was Eddie Hearn, I'd be like, "Fuck's sake, now I've got to go to this podcast with this prick who's just fucking slagging."
And all these fucking half-wit friends.
Yeah, like.
So what does it like boxing in England? I don't box. I promote. Oh, really?
Don't get me.
They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know who he is. I would be surprised if a couple of them knew of him.
There's funny things that amounts to it.
This intense like 2-week research now.
Yeah, there's that guy. Oh, he's a boxing
Logan Paul's podcast isn't actually that bad because he gets quite a lot of big names on there.
Yeah,
and it's quite a professional setup, with the exception to the people that are on it. Like
is this not professional? Are you not entertained?
He's got a whole studio and everything. It's called Impulsive. Yeah.
Didn't he? Yeah. Before the KSI fight, didn't he have Deji on? When KSI and Deji broke up, he had Deji on, didn't he? Deji went out to do.
Fight,
yeah, it was like a Deji. I think when they fell out, like by Christmas.
Issue, yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like, "Why the fuck you cut on my?"
Deji dropped the KSI diss track and then went on to the Impulsive podcast. Yeah.
All for the clout, and what did it get him? Fucking nipped.
If I was the older brother and Deji dropped diss track on me,
I'd find him and smack him up.
I wouldn't even sort it out on YouTube. I'd just fucking...
Well, he didn't want to. This is the whole argument.
KSI didn't want to, but Deji was fucking keen on it.
He's like, I'm not replying to this track, like publicly, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I don't want to sort this out. Like, there were some tweets going back and forth, but even he was just like, I don't want it to go down like this. Like,
I want
to sort it out privately. And I think they have now sorted it out.
I don't think they have because Deji's a fucking melt. But I watched...
I think talking terms.
Mate, I think the thing, the one that I laughed at the most was when they had this whole beef. Deji did a long minute video. Now, I didn't watch this 40 fucking minute video because I can't stand the cunt. He just annoys me.
I sort of sat for it briefly, just like, yep, cool.
Yeah,
made a point.
1 minute in, done by. But there was like people
hope that YouTube comment that highlights all the points.